Hello. So guys, from now on we are going to learn DSA from scratch. As you can see here, we just a second. So guys, we are going to learn DSA from scratch. So now we are going to learn DSA. So in this DSA, from scratch we'll try to learn. So what is DSA? A way of organizing, storing data, managing. Data can be data so that it can be used efficiently. So this is the mind map that I have created yesterday. So first, we'll select a programming language, either Java or Python, and then we'll go for basics, foundation, and oops in this anything like either Python or even Java. We'll learn anything, any one programming language, and then we'll try to learn basics of data structure like array, linked trees, stacks, queues, hash tables, and all. Then we'll learn about time complexity, space concept, space complexity, and then we'll learn about sorting algorithm, fetching algorithm, and then gonna learn tree data structures, graph data structures, and all those deep first search, depth first search, and these all other algorithms. And then we are gonna go for advanced data structure, and then we'll go learn about complex data structure, and then problem solving techniques. So by everything, we'll also do some lead code problems. We'll also do lead code problems in the. Uh, so right now, let's start. In this video, we'll try to complete this for everything like basics and foundation. So to choose first, we'll try to choose any language right now. We'll either choose whether Java or we'll either choose Python. So I know Java like up to oops I know because I do like to learn about Java and all because I learned a lot in Java. But Python is very easy, as some people say. But uh, I think in DSA I'm gonna go with Python for because it also helps me in data analysis. So later I can also because Python helps in data analysis also. So I'm gonna use Python in this. So after that, so we'll directly go into this basics, foundations, basic foundation and hoops in Python. So we'll try to learn it. So this is the structure we are gonna learn. First, we're gonna learn what is printing and output. So we'll in Java, in Python, it is very simple. Like we just write print, we just write print, and then whatever it is, you will just write it, and we can directly print it like hello world. So that's it. We're not gonna waste much time in this. We'll just directly skip every part as we can. We'll just try to learn in very fast manner. So in this Python, we'll just simply to print anything, we'll just write print and whatever it is, that's it. And we also know to take an input, we'll first assign a variable name, and in this name we're gonna directly take an input from user, we'll directly write input. Again, from input, anything we want to do. I hope you guys get it. Like, let me try to explain in deep manner. First, we'll assign a value called name, and in this name, we're just gonna write input. In this name variable, we are gonna add this, like enter something, enter your name or something like that, and then we are gonna print it. Print welcome plus the name. So first, whenever it is, we're gonna print name. Then we'll try to what is variables. The variable is like a box, like consider it as a box. We just keep values in it and all. They, just variables are nothing but they are just a box. So in this box, uh, so these are all variables, age, file name, and all. So they are different. These are called data types. Like anything like integers, we can call integers or float. Float means in integers. Integers are like any numbers, like negative numbers, zero, or any positive numbers. But in float, it is like any decimal value, 0.01 or even 5 value, like this. Like string is nothing but we'll just assign numbers, alphabets in it. Like in this, we'll just assign it like this. And whatever it is inside is a string. Like even number one inside this are called string. So these Boolean values are called, they just say whether it is a true value or a false value. It will just present by that. That's it. We are not going to waste much time in it. We're just going to learn very quick as possible. And then these are type conversion, like anything, like if there is a like if there is a number called 100, to change it into a string, we want to change it to string. That is called type conversion. Like how we do, like if there is a value called string and we assign it as any name called my name Jeevan. So after later then what we're gonna do? We're gonna assign another value like string as integer. Means we are gonna change into integer. So how we are gonna do? We are just gonna write its data type. Then we are gonna write what's it? It is called string, right? We'll write the variable name string. That's it. Then we are gonna print it. Print string integer plus like something like Then we're going to learn about operators. So like addition, subtraction, assigning. We can directly assign the value variables like a comma b equal to 10 comma 3 like that. We can directly assign the variables. Like then we're gonna use in Python. It is very easy. So it is like that. There's subtraction, multiplication, division, and all. Comparison like this. It's a Boolean values. This data type is called Boolean values. To either it gives true or false, and these are logical. If x equal to x and y, yeah. So in this we have assigned x equal to true and y equal to false. Then we are going to print true x and y. That means we are going to print true and false. But the output will be false. If any one false it's going to give us false statement. Like if x like true or false. If there is true or false, we take true value. If it is like not true, not x, not true, it is going to give value as false like that. And we're going to learn about conditional state. And this is about conditional statements. Like first, we're going to give a variable name as number, num, and we're going to assign its value as 7. And if number is greater than 7, then we are going to print something. We're going to print a positive value. It's greater than sorry, it's greater than 0. Or we can also write it as yeah, we can also write if number is greater than 0, then it's a positive value. If if number is equal to 0, like this double equal to states that its data type should also be equal, like data type and the number value of it. If it is equal, if else also equal to 0, then we want to print it is 0. Then else print negative. So how it works? So first we'll assign value. In this first we assign the value declaration of variable. First we declare variable number which we assign value 7. And then we are going to if number is greater than 0, then we are going to print this positive value. Else if it is not equal to 0, then we are going to print this. We'll just check it out. If it is not works, we'll go to this. If this is also not works, if this both cases doesn't approve, then we are going to go for else print negative. Like that. Then we go for loops. In this loops, we're gonna first assign I equal to 1. Then while I is less than or equal to 5, print I and end with just a space like I plus equal to 1. Then it's an increment. Like we can also write it like this I plus a. Like first we are assigning I equal to 1. Then while I is while I is greater than or equal to 5. Means first we the I in the I variable we assign its value as 1. Then we are gonna give a conditional statement like if I is less than or equal to 5. Then what we are gonna print I. We are gonna print its value. Right now it is just 1. Then after that, we are gonna implement another statement after printing one. Now the I value assigned equal to one. Now the I value assigned one, right? So then what we are gonna do? We're gonna increment its value. I less equal to one. So now the I value got increment to one. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So now the present value is I value is 2. This loops continues. Now this 2 again goes here. Then since 2 is less than or equal to 5, then again we are going to print 2. Then the increment goes to 3 to so on up to 5. Then we are going to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The output will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the while, in the while, we first declare it. Before using for while, we'll just before using while, we'll just declare the value. We'll just declare it first, and then we'll assign we'll assign the value. Declaration, assign the value, then implementation. Then we'll do implementation of the code in while loop. For loop, uh, then we're gonna in for loop, we're gonna write like for I equal for I in range 1 to 6. We're gonna print 1 and we're gonna end with some space like that. This is nothing but for and while loop. And there is a function. Function is nothing but a block of code. Like we can call it whenever we want. Like uh, to declare a function, we use def and any name. Like you can write your name. In this case, we are gonna write greet. We are gonna greet, and in this we are gonna write when we are gonna give a parameter or argument. Parameter, I guess. In this we are gonna write it as name. Then in this function, whenever this function calls, we are gonna return some whatever we want. In this case, we are gonna just print hello plus your name. This is parameter. I guess this is parameter. So whatever it is in the brackets, it is called parameters, and whatever it is outside, we are gonna call it is called argument. So in this case, we are gonna print our function. We are asking to print our function. In this, we are assigning the argument. In this, we are assigning the argument some name alias. When we assign this goes to here, then this name is going to print here. So it returns the value hello plus alias. That's it. Then we are going to learn about what is class and object. So like consider class as a variable for right now. Not variable exactly. In this, so we're going to assign like class, and in this class, we just what is this? We are going to create a class. Class is like a blueprint of the like objects. Like in this class, we're gonna class student. Then we're gonna write a function in it. Then we're gonna assign some parameters, three parameters like self, name, and we're gonna write self dot name equal to name, self dot age equal to age. I don't even I'm learning. Let me just let me prepare my notes so that I can explain it very clearly. Uh, if, nothing. Okay. Same. Don't understand. So right now there is a class name slash student. Then we're gonna declare function init in function dot name full to name introduction. So my name is Self. It's the thing down. So where are we? So this class, so this class is like the blueprint for objects, for objects. So whenever we now right now in this step we just declare a function. To declare any function we use def. So in def we name the function name as init, like here init, and we just given its parameters as self, name, and age. And whenever we call this def init, we are gonna do like in this we are gonna assign its value self dot name equal to name, self dot age equal to age. Then we are going to create another function. In this, like objects are like this is in one object, this is one object. Like we are going to in this class we have like two functions, like def init, def introduction. So in this introduction, we just assign the values. Like in introduction, we have one parameter self. Like whenever we call this introduction self, we're gonna print my name is self dot name. In this self dot name, what it's just like from here name, and my age is dash old. Now when to I think yeah, this object like here in this we are gonna take like student, like whatever the name we want to write. In this case, in this case, ChatGPT given alias comma 20. We assign its name and its age. So this name and age Now, whenever we give name and age, this is going to directly gonna get here. Then this name and age are assigned in self.age. In introduction, when we are gonna print like self s1 dot introduction, we are gonna call this function, and it goes for like then it gonna print my name is dot self name. In the self name, we given it as alias. It goes here and then again here alias. Then we are gonna write myself self.age. Then whatever the age it is, we are gonna print here self.age equal to age. Then it comes whatever the age it is here. Comes. Then it completely prints. My name is Alice. I am 20 years old. Like that. And then we are gonna learn about attributes and method. Attribute is whatever inside variables inside a class, and method is like whatever the function in a class. So mm, 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 we can write class of the need self time speed self dot time equal to time self dot speed equal to speed definition gonna print class of the same example as previous one. In this method, uh, but it's still so different thing. Like Java and Python are so different. Like in Python, okay. Yeah. So this both are same like both function, but in this case, whatever the variables like self, like any variables like self, brand, speed, are comes from these are called attributes. So these are called attributes, and whatever we declare later are called parameters. Okay. These are parameters, and these are called methods again. These are called methods. Whatever the functions inside class are called methods. So in encapsulation, I guess we are going too fast. I guess whether we are gonna solve any problems or not. With encapsulation, who's doing it? I don't understand. In this case, we are going to write what is encapsulation. In encap, it just hides the data like private. It declares private variables. Like how do we declare private variables? So first we are gonna create a class, whatever the name it is. Then we are gonna create a function in it, and this. Just 1 minute, yeah. Then we are gonna give some parameters or arguments. Then functions self dot. Then in self dot balance equal to balance. It goes as a private variable. Then another function self amount self dot balance self dot balance plus equal plus amount. So we write first we declare a variable account, and in the account we're gonna call this class bank account. we're gonna declare bank account, and then we're gonna assign its values also. And whenever we assign this value as 1000, and in this account, this 1000, and we're gonna deposit 500 in this bank, account, like account dot deposit 500. When we give an amount in this parameter, in this balance equal to balance, like whatever the self balance equal to balance, it declared as a private variable. And self balance less amount. In the whenever we deposit, like whenever we call this function, it gonna whatever the whatever the amount we gave, it's gonna add plus balance, like balance plus whatever we declare in deposit in 500. In this case, it is 500. So the bank account is 1000. What did I Neelu, Neelu, Neelu. Right. You're just watching me talking. So the init is like a private. So this is how we train the private function. And then we're gonna, whenever we call this deposit function, it is just gonna add this amount. This is what this function is, and it balance. Dot return self dot balance, whatever the balance. Like when we assign this value balance, it we here we added the amount. So the current balance will be 1500, like that. So the output, whenever we call get balance, it gives the output 1500, like that. So in total, what does the encapsulation do? It just hides the data, whatever the data, like it gives the private variable. So in order to assign a private variables, we're gonna pick that attributes, that parameters. In this case, it is self dot, and then whatever the balance is. Like or to declare a variable, we are gonna just like balance. I guess we'll learn this again and again. I can't like all this out right now. Like encapsulation, inheritance, and all. What we should do, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Like in inheritance, we can use the other like in this we have created a function. Like in a class, we created a function speak. In this speak, we just what we did, we just printed what this is an animal and all, and and then and we created another class. In this class, we inherited whatever the class it is in the animal. Like dog inherited from animal, or we just call whatever it is in the other class, we just taken it. So def speak is in this case. So we just call the function speak and set print food, and again the cat. So we again this cat inherits. Okay, animal. So, so in total, what we have done here is first we created a class name, and in this animal we just created a function. To create any function, we use def, and in this def we named it as speak, whatever the animal speak, and we just assign it. Then whenever this speak value, this is an animal. We print this is an animal. Whenever if we want to print like speak, it gives this is an animal. So we created another class. In this class, we created a dog, and then we called another class. Like whatever we just inherit from another class. In this case, we're gonna class dog animal. So whenever we print that dog animal, it's just gonna print there whatever it speaks. What it speaks. In this whatever it speaks, like what dog speaks. So what why does dog speak? Wolf wolf. It is actually bow bow. This ChatGPT doesn't have common sense. It's bow bow. So whenever we print dog, what it speaks, we're gonna print whatever it speaks. In this case, we're gonna print bow bow. What the fuck? I look like an idiot. In this way, we're gonna print like, and again we're gonna print again another class. In this class, we're gonna write it as name. Another class. That class is the other class. We're gonna write again another animal tag and what does it speak? It will print me out. So we just given a variable d and function whatever the function is called dog. In this case it is dog. We're gonna call dog, and in this dog we're gonna print what does it speak function. Like that. It just prints whatever. So what is polymorphism? Many forms. What is many forms? Let me overloading compiling time. So in this there are many classes like bird class, parrot class, parrot class, and in this each and everything we're gonna write this whatever it is like depth sound. Uh, which sound? What does it speak sound? We're gonna print bird sound. What does it sparrow speak? Chip chip parrot. In this parrot class, we're gonna create a sound function. In the sound function, we're gonna print whatever it speaks. That's it for B in sparrow. Then in this it's an array. In this array just we just gonna write two same method, different behavior. For B in spar in this for B in sparrow. We're gonna call sparrow function, and then we are gonna call parrot function. So whenever we call these two functions, it's gonna go here. And then we call this both. In as in once we gonna call like B once we call B dot sound. In this both, in this arrow and this sound, we are gonna call at once. We these two functions are assigned into a one array, and this array is stored in a variable for p. And then we are using this variable, and we are whatever it is there in functions, we are gonna write it sound. It's, it's sound. So it's just like a more like it reduce what it reduce like here we are printing two times, right? Speak again, speak, hold that again. And so it just reduces the code time, compile time, and all. It just reduces it. Then abstraction for ABC. What is this, man? For ABC, import ABC. What ABC? Abstract method. So as of in Java, it can abstraction abstraction process can 100% abstract can be used for multiple inheritance. So in this, I don't know whether there is something like in oh, I don't know whether there is something like called interface in Python. But as I learned in Java, what is an interface? Just it just doesn't returns anything. Like it just feels like a function and whatever you want, like variable, variable. That's it. You just have single what we call single abstract method. Abstract method. Hmm. I don't know what is this from ABC, import ABC, abstract method. So here we created a class ABC, abstract method. It is just saying in code whatever it is. And the area class in this the area self pass. I don't know what this is pass means. Mm. And then we create a class self dot areas. I don't know what does this pass mean. Right now we'll just skip this. I don't have interest to do this. Magic method. What do you mean magic method? Uh, idiot. Let's directly skip through. Right now we'll just consider as we completed this basics in Python. Uh, Actually, these are not much important in DSA. In DSA, we just try to learn. In this, we are just gonna. Right now, we just did nothing, but like we just complete. We did learn basics, Python basics. Like we just need to learn Python basics and plus roots. But in interview and all, in interview perspectives and all, we'll just solve lead code problems. We'll solve lead code problems. We'll try to understand whatever it is. Like and then we'll solve. Hmm. So let us consider alternatives. So we have completed this step. Right now, we have not completed to be honest, but basics and foundations are like we need to be strong in basics. But whenever we have like any problem in this DSA, we'll come back to the basics and we'll try to learn again. We cannot waste much time in this basics and foundation, and we're not gonna waste any time. We'll directly solve lead code problems. Main focus is on lead code problems, and that's it. We're gonna solve lead code problems. 150 problems we'll solve. I mean, of course, not today or in this stream. Hmm. And in this we will from next stream or maybe today later, we'll learn about what is an array. In this From next time we learn what in deep. We learn in deep. Like in theory part, theory. First we learn what is an array, what is this, how do we declare it, what is and all. And after learning the theory, we'll we'll see some example problems. Examples. We'll learn what are some example problems. And after this example problems, we'll just directly skip to we'll directly do lead code problems. We'll do lead code problems. Like in array, empty stack, queues, and hash tables, we'll directly learn this. So in the next stream, we'll try to complete this everything. Like in the next stream, I don't know whether I could do or not. We'll see. We'll try to complete array, linkage, stack, use an hash table. With complete theory, we'll learn what is theory, and we should also like yeah, theory, example, and then example problems, and then we'll solve some lead code problems in the next video. Like this is since it's the first stream, I don't know how I did. I look like a stupid, but it's okay. It's just for myself. Like I need to be so like consistency. So that's the reason why I'm making this stream, trying to learn something daily. So then we learn about time complexity and space complexity. We just try to learn like from here. We started from here, so we just need to complete all this, and then we need to learn advanced DSA, complex DSA structures. Like let me show you. Okay, dun, 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 dun. I need to do one of this. Okay, in the next video, I'll show you. Like in the next video, we'll learn linked list. We'll learn about array, what is, we'll learn deeply. Right now, let me end this here. Maybe today in 8 p.m. like that, like I might come, I don't know. I'll see. I might come, I might not. But the next, whatever the next thing, we'll just be focused on theory part and then we'll do some example. We'll just analyze the problem. Just analyze the problems of array and all. Array, linked list, star, queues, hash tables. We'll understand what are they and we'll just see some example problems and then we'll directly solve lead code problems. That's it. Right now, let's like I'll end the screen here like a stupid stream. I know this stream is so stupid, but I will improve myself to learn DSA completely. So the stream ends here. Thanks. I don't know to whom I'm thanking, but this is the end of the stream. Bye bye.